So people have often asked me about stage 1, stage 2 and stage 3 mods. We'll just discuss these 3 stages in this video and just put together a very quick, brief overview so you can understand what these terms are. Bear in mind that some people may have something completely different in mind when they're selling you a stage 2 or a stage 6 mod or upgrade for the car. But these 3 stages are generally accepted as the overall explanation, and they help you to understand where you should be in your car modification journey. Quick question that I was asked is, what are stage 1 mods? Because you often see tuning stages when you look at car sites, car magazines, and when you buy parts. So what is a stage 1 mod? First up, I just have to say that the tuning stages is very subjective. There is no consistent power meaning from the stage 1. It's not a percentage of gain. In the main, when people talk about stage 1 mods, they're talking about simple mods that don't require any supplementary mods to be done. Typical things would include air intakes, where you can just rip off the old air intake, bolt on the new one. That would be a stage 1 mod. A simple remap where the ECU is retuned would not require technically any other mods. Obviously, mods are better if you do more than one at a time, and they're all designed to work together. But essentially, a stage 1 mod is something simple that we can just add to a car, and it doesn't require any other adaptations or any other supplementary add-ons. Moving on, we've had people ask about stage 2 and stage 3. I'll cover these as well. So stage 2 mods is effectively a modification that does require other adaptation. Now, we spoke about an ECU tune or a remap in stage 1, which can be done in isolation. But ideally, to get the most power out of that, we need to do other mods. If we were to change the fuel system, the turbocharger and the intake filter, we can make a lot more power with a stage 2 mod than we would with the stage 1. But just setting the ECU for stage 2 tune to make this power, it wouldn't work, because you need the supplementary mods. The engine needs enough air and enough fuel to match the settings. Other stage 2 mods may be internal mods, where perhaps we've changed the camshaft, not something we really do on modern engines with a variable intake timing. But in days gone by, and even on some modern cars, swapping out the camshaft will require other modifications to make that work effectively. We may also be increasing the power to a level that the current gearbox or transmission is not able to cope, and that would require a different gearbox or transmission, thereby making this mod a stage 2 mod. Overall then, stage 2 mods require another mod to work effectively or to extract the maximum amount of power. What are stage 3 mods? People often talk about going to stage 3. Obviously, some people go on to stage 4, 5 and 6, but there's no real definition of these extra stages. We've just been talking about stage 1, stage 2 and stage 3, and they're terms that I will use on this site when talking about mods and upgrades. What do I mean by a stage 3 mod? Well, stage 3 mods are quite complex, and they are often not street legal. We're looking at motorsport only mods. This might include high spec brake pads and brake discs that would not be suitable on the road because they need a bit of heat in them before they start to bite. On the track, you need these because you're at that upper temperature range all the time. You're often using the brakes on the track, and you would certainly need these stage 3 upgrades. Also, things like removing the catalyst, the EGR, special tuning, injector upgrades, and anything else that's more aggressive that might affect the emissions could render the car illegal for road use, but it may still be okay to use it on the track. We need to bear in mind, though, that some tracks have regulations. There may be certain amounts of smoke emissions permitted from an exhaust. There's usually some kind of decibel limit. The engine is more noisy, or the exhaust is also much louder than it was. That could make us fall foul of the track regulations. The overview then is that stage 3 mods are useful power mods, but they're not road legal. They can only really be used in a motorsport environment or strictly off-road. If you found this video useful, please boot that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Again, that helps us with the algorithm, and I've lined up this video and this playlist that you should find really interesting. Thanks for watching. See you in these next videos.